So guys, I'm back with another anime review. I know I'm becoming really inconsistent with these anime reviews and not really doing them as a series and more just kind of doing them at random now, but I do want to get back into doing a series of these again. Anyway, this time I'm covering the series I finished on Thursday, Demon Slayer Kimetsu No Yaiba. This is another super popular anime series that began in 2019 and is an adaptation of the Shonen Jump manga created by Toyohiro Yotatsu, and I finally finished the first season just on Thursday. This is a series I've wanted to watch for a long time because I've heard nothing but great things about this series, but for the longest time, whenever I tried to get it either on DVD or Blu-ray, it either wasn't here or was just too expensive with only being collector's edition. But yeah, more often than not, it just wouldn't be here. But eventually, I was able to find it on Netflix, and the entire first season was there. So on Tuesday, I got started on it, and I just finished the entire series on Thursday morning. And yeah, in the end, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really admit, when I started the first few episodes, I wasn't really a big fan of. I mean, I liked it fine, but the first couple episodes weren't exactly doing it for me, even though I thought they were fine. But yeah, after those first couple episodes, it picked up considerably, and once it did, I was immediately hooked. I've really enjoyed I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing so far, and I see why people love this series so much. I don't think I've loved but I don't think I loved it the same way everyone else did, but I did really enjoy this first season. So let's just get into it. Also, as per usual, this will have all the spoilers for the first season, so don't read this if you're interested to see it, or if you just want to see it, or if you just want to read the manga or see the anime first. So yeah, just don't read this if you don't want to, just don't watch this if you don't want to be spoiled. So the basic plot is that the main protagonist is a kid named Tanjiro, who, after his family gets killed by a demon, aside from his sister Nezuko, who's now turning into a demon, now wants to do everything he can to turn her back to normal. The only way she can think to do that is to become a demon slayer, a group of people who specialize in hunting demons using special swords and sword technique. So Tanjiro traveled to a man who teaches him a water style of sword fight, and now he's filling out a whole bunch of missions for the demon slayer horror while still trying to find a way to turn Nezuko back to normal. So that's the basic plot, but believe me when I say a lot happened in this show. So that's what I was just saying a second ago. The first few episodes, mainly the part where Tanjiro was traveling to the men's house and training there. Well, not bad, didn't interest me all that much, but as soon as Tanjiro went to the selection exam and got his own sword and began fulfilling missions for the demon slayer horror, yeah, that's when I really began to get intrigued. I really like the characters more afterwards, and I thought they were becoming a lot more interesting. Tanjiro so vastly reminds me a lot of Jetsu from My Hero Academia. Just the way he acted and the mannerisms and all sorts of things like that. Just the way he did all that just reminded me of him after a while. But he does still feel like his own character, and I really enjoyed him. The series is all really, really hilarious. This is probably one of the funniest animes I've seen in a long time, and I didn't expect it to have as much comedy in it as it does. I say the funniest character in the whole series is a guy named Jenny. This guy who's a member of the horror like Hanjiro and is the same age, but is also a huge coward and is obsessed with girls, so he's always screaming and chasing after them. Just watch this.
I just realized he took Nezuko along with him! Why did he have to go and take my precious Nezuko with him like that?
And yeah, the whole stuff with him is so hilarious. I also like Inosuke, the crazy moron who's always wearing a forehead and he has two swords. And yeah, the three of them kind of form into a team, and I really like the three of them together. But even before the three of them meet up, the missions that Hanjiro goes on are fun, although, yeah, being an anime, there's some really incredibly brutal stuff here. Honestly, some of the most brutal stuff I think I may have ever seen in a Shonen Jump series. A lot of the time, Hanjiro and the others are having to fight demons, and a lot of the fights are insanely brutal and insanely violent. No, it's nothing too extreme when compared to R-rated anime like Berserk or Attack on Titan, but it's actually pretty close, I'm not gonna lie, and the action scenes are just amazing. I haven't mentioned this yet, but this is easily one of the best looking animes I've ever seen. This was made by Studio UFO Table, and they really knocked this out of the park because the style for this show is incredible. Whenever Hanjiro or any of the other characters use their sword technique, it looks unbelievable. I don't know what technique they use for those things, but it looks phenomenal. Hanjiro uses a technique of water breathing, and the water sort of appears from his sword when he's attacking, and the look of it is like nothing I've ever seen before. It's a style I've never heard of before either, and I really love it. And a lot of the fights are insanely creative as well. Hanjiro is really clever in a fight, and a lot of the time he has to adapt in a fight to know how to beat his opponent. And the demons themselves as well are really cool and creative, but they're also really interesting and complex as well. They do all the horrible things like murder and innocence, but some are also really tragic, and you do feel sorry for some of them, or at least you kinda do before they sort of slip into a murderous state again, and so it kind of creates the thought that you don't really know how to feel about them. And really, like I was saying, I really like the missions that Hanjiro goes on. It's actually one in particular where he goes to a town in Tokyo and discovers a woman there who's also a demon but can also control herself and is good. I really like when Hanjiro is talking to her, and it's also there where we meet Mujan Hibu yeah, it's kind of hard to pronounce his name, Mugen Hibusuji, but he's basically the main villain of the whole series. But then Tanjiro finds that he has a family and he can find it in him to kill him, and then there, but then Ben and there, but then he's able to turn another person into a demon as a distraction. So yeah, I'm curious to know what's happening there. Whether or not he's like legitimately trying to have a normal family, or if it's just some cover up for a bunch of them or something, I'm not really sure. That is very questionable. But then he gathers members of his demon group together and he brutally murdered a bunch of them. So yeah, it's more than likely that he's got a horrible die, but we don't entirely know yet. And I really love the part where Tanjiro first meets Jenny too, and negotiate in that house, and they have to save a family while fighting a demon who and make the house move in crazy ways. I really enjoyed that part. And then towards the end of season 1, we get to see Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and they get trained by a woman from the horror, and so they're able to get stronger. Speaking of which, we even get to meet the horror itself with a Hashira members, as in the strongest members in the horror. And yeah, some are likable and some are hateable, and there's a variety of different characters very well. And I really like the training part where Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and they are getting stronger, and their personality really shine through here, like Tanjiro's kindness and determination, Zenitsu's cowardliness, but also his resolve to become stronger, and his craziness and stupidity. It was just a lot of fun to watch. But then the very end of it has the three of them, along with Neji, who Tanjiro is always carrying around with him in a box, getting on a train to face off another demon, which leads to the recent Demon Slayer movie, Mugen Train. And it's interesting that the continuation of the series is after this point is a movie. I haven't read the manga yet, but I'm interested to know if the whole movie is from the manga. I'm pretty sure they've also made season 2 and they're making season 3 at the moment, so I'm interested to watch all of that and keep going with the series. And I'm especially interested to see how many seasons there actually will be, because the manga is actually finished already. And I find it interesting that the manga has already been completed, because it's not very long at all. It's only 23 volumes long and finished around September a few months ago. So yeah, if it keeps up this level of quality for the rest of the series, I'm really excited to see more. And the dub for the series is really great too, like Jack Older, Alex Lee, and Bright Pep and Project Tanjiro, Jenny too, and they're all really likable, really charming, and really hilarious in their own right. So yeah, I'm really excited to see more when the dubbed episodes come out and when the anime does end, and I finish watching all the dubbed episodes. I might make a part 2 of this review once the series eventually finishes, so we'll see. I'll see what happens when I actually do watch the rest of it. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking this series out. I feel like it's another great anime to binge why. So yeah, a bunch of those are my thoughts on Demon Slayer. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all liked this video. If you did, then please like this video. Please comment down below to tell me what you think. Please follow me on Twitter at Maloney, Hey and Disney fan, where I do Kingdom Hearts and Disney please every day, and please subscribe for more content like this coming soon. I'll see you all next time. Take care.